This is Mummy Mountain Indica, live in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Today we're going to talk about electricity. As some of you have grow rooms, grow tents, grow shops, grow facilities, this is a new one we're working on in the Santa Cruz Mountains. It's 60 feet by 40 feet. I'm not sure if the owner is going to let us show the whole project, but today we're going to show this new subpanel. It comes from a 200 amp meter main underground. It pipes in, comes through the wall, strapped, secured, up into the panel. Down below we have two 20 amp circuits. They're temporary, and a U for ground. So what's going on down here? We might as well start at the bottom. Two 20 amp circuits. One 20 amp circuit, a second 20 amp circuit. Those are for construction. By code, they're supposed to be GFI. Not too concerned about that. They're temporary. I'm going to be working on the whole operation, so, if I blow myself up, I guess you guys will hear about it in the news. This is a U for this is a U for ground. It runs 20 foot through the foundation. We're going to use that for a ground. This right here is an LB. It's a trade name. It's all strapped. Worked its way up to the panel. And that's that's 100 amp square D sub panel. The panel's de-energized. So here we go. What happens is, from the main, we pulled number 2 copper. It's good for 100 amps. You have 120 volts on one phase. You have 120 volts on a second phase. Combined, you get 240 volts. We have our temporary breakers. We have a neutral. It bridges, goes down to these screws. That's where your neutral wires, you land them. That's what it's called. All your neutrals go right there. You keep the grounds isolated. This right here, this is a ground bar. All grounds go to there. The green wire goes all the way back to the main. We will also take a piece of copper down to the U for ground. Right here. A bit overkill, but that's what we're doing. The ground's very important. Pretty simple operation once you get the hang of it. You have a piece of Romex coming in right here, the yellow wire. It's called 12-2. It has a ground in it, which is stripped out, comes around, lands on the ground. You have a neutral, comes out, keep your wires clean. Neutral, landed under a screw. This black wire, I have it tucked in behind the number 2, it comes up, lands on a 20 amp breaker right there. So just by doing that, you have 120 volts down to that plug. You're set up, ready to go. There's no need to have shit all over the place. Excuse my language. I see cords, plug adapters, circuits that are overrated. You're just asking for a fire. That's all you're asking for. We're in the South Bay, Santa Cruz Mountains, Monterey, Salinas. We're in California. So if you guys need some help, reach out. We help for free. We help take care of the growers. And we can give advice, free advice. We'll come lay you out if you need some help. It's not a big deal. And this will be all LED inside. I'm not sure what we're running yet, but we'll get that laid out soon and we'll go from there. Like I said, it's 60 by 40. We'll probably break it up into a few rooms. And I'm getting excited to start growing. Summer's here. Well, summer's not here. It feels like it in California. It's not even springtime, I guess. And we're going to get started. This year we're going to do Fire OG, purple panty droppers. We're going to do the kosher kush. And I think we're going to do Girl Scout cookies. We're going to run it outside and see what the big deal is. Everybody's got their theory about running it outside. I'm going to run it. and fully organic under the sun. We'll talk about that later. I just want to talk about electricity today. Excuse me, electricity today. I know some of you probably think this is boring, but you don't want the fire department, the police department, your landlords, your old lady on your case because you burned the house down. And some of this stuff I see on YouTube, you guys are just asking for trouble. You know, you spend thousands of dollars on lights, soil, seeds. Zip tie your wires. Make your room look clean. I don't like seeing stuff hanging all over the place. There's no need for it. Check out this panel. It's clean. You know? Not bragging about it by any means because anyone could do this. But take some pride in your work. Let's do a nice job. Soon we'll be making some videos on the 2020 season here. And let's go.